Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about news. We're going to get right into it. So first start with NFL. More news. NFL dropped yesterday. Immediately after the end of the video, of course. So let's get right into it from Adam Schefter here. So the Lions yesterday announced they parted ways with offensive coordinator John Morton. Exactly, no one is surprised by this, only after 1 year. Excuse me. The Lions are parting ways with John Morton. No one's surprised by this. Play calling without Ben Johnson, just terrible. I don't know if scapegoat work. They need to somehow find their next Ben Johnson. I don't know where the hell they're going to find that. But they need to try, because John Morton wasn't great, and hell, even had the play calling duties took away, so kind of feeling he would be gone for 1 year. It's the first thing, but the big thing yesterday, after the end of the video, of course it happens after I dropped the freaking video. Sources, John Harbaugh is out as the Ravens head coach. Kind of shocked, man. End of an era. I don't think the Ravens would fire John Harbaugh. He'll probably be the hottest head coach in the head coaching cycle, hottest head coach in the market. And they actually did it. I can't believe they did. That doesn't mean the Ravens should have kept him, but he will get a new head coaching gig immediately if he wants it. Like, I thought it was time, just the playoff, just not having the playoff success the last couple of years. And the missed kick, that may always have on John Harbaugh, but obviously I felt like whoever lost that game was going to get fired, whether it was Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin, and it being John Harbaugh. Some bad teams are about to get some really good coaches. And John Harbaugh was the NFL's second longest tenured head coach behind only Mike Tomlin. Coached 18 years in Baltimore. He had 18 seasons there with 180 and 113 record, 13-11 postseason record. They won that Super Bowl in 2012. But I think the main thing was probably might not want to get rid of Todd Monken. Apparently, what I saw, and probably combine that with a couple playoff chokes the last couple years. I get it. But John Harbaugh now is expected to become the top head coaching candidate in this hiring cycle. Per league sources, multiple teams are expected to be interested in him, and his presence is expected to have big ramifications. He also won 8 road playoff games during his time, so the Ravens, that's another head coach opening. Multiple teams with head coaching openings will now readjust their boards and are expected to pursue the newest head coaching free agent, John Harbaugh. And they put out their statement. And then he put his statement. And he is expected to emerge as the favorite for the head coaching job of the New York Giants. He will be in demand for it, not for many teams, not just the Giants, but he's expected to emerge as the favorite. Former Cowboys head coach and NBC analyst Jason Garrett is interviewing Friday for the Titans head coaching job. Let's give Jason Garrett a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this interview. You're kidding. They want the clapper. Are you serious? I don't think they want to win. He's like a 500 coach. At best. Yeah, what a great way to try and help Cam Ward interview freaking Jason Garrett. In the first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired, his agent said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest. Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate is leaving school early and declaring for the NFL draft. No surprise here. The Falcons are expected to interview Panthers EVP Brent Tillis for their president of football job personnel. Broncos QB coach and passing game coordinator Davis Webb, who turns 31 later this month, is interviewing today for the Raiders head coaching job. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson is turning pro. He just informed Alabama coaches of his decision, the other QB. Giants have now arranged a head coaching interview next week with former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. I think the Giants need to make the all-out push for John Harbaugh. Mike McCarthy is a fallback at best. Why Mike McCarthy? Dude, if the Giants fans don't get Mike McCarthy, they're going to freaking crash out. Browns offensive coordinator Tommy Rees is interviewing Thursday for Cleveland's head coaching job, per sources. In addition, they're planning to interview Jim Schwartz, defensive coordinator, on Thursday, and have requested to interview Dan Pitcher, the Bengals offensive coordinator. Former Falcons head coach Raheem Morris now has confirmed head coach interviews in the next week with the Cardinals, Giants, and Titans, per sources. Commanders requested an interview with Raiders defensive coordinator Patrick Graham for their defensive job, per sources. Packers activated Nick Neiman off injured reserve, some other moves. Seahawks rookie tight end Elijah Roy has been designated for return to practice. So that's all from Schefter here. So according to JPA Football here, Todd Bowles confirmed he remains the Bucs head coach for the 2026 season. So they're saying Dante Morris returned to the Ducks instead of potentially playing for the Jets. 9 teams have reportedly made inquiries about Jim Harbaugh. Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy is unlikely to return to the team, even if he does secure a head coaching gig. Apparently, John Harbaugh has been doing his homework on Giants QB Jackson Arnold and has received very positive reviews. Former NFL head coach Bruce Arians says Fernando Mendoza reminds him a lot of Patriots MVP Drake May. The Giants will bring in John Harbaugh for an interview. The Raiders will interview Clint Kubiak on Friday. Vance Joseph, Matt Nagy, and Davis Webb this week. The Eagles opened the practice window for Azeez Ojulari. Josh Allen was a full participant in practice day. A couple big ones. Trent Williams with a hamstring and Ricky Pearson knee won't practice today, putting their availability in doubt versus the Eagles. Lane Johnson returned to practice, or returned to him in practice. But yeah, that's really it for the NFL news. So yeah, let's move on here. So let's talk about some NBA here. So Trae Young has the Washington Wizards as his preferred trade destination. Sources tell ESPN they're working to move Trae Young as a $49 million player option offseason. They'll make him an expiring contract or opt out, leaving the Hawks significant cap space. He just want to hoop stress free in DC fairs. Might be the first person to ever want to go there. But he's definitely going to be a Wizard. Probably for like CJ McCollum or some shit. Yeah, he has the Wizards as top desired trade destination. Probably just stress-free basketball, which I get. So from NBA Central, per Brett Siegel, the Brooklyn Nets would want an unprotected first-round pick if they moved Nick Claxton and Michael Porter Jr. I think somebody will give him a first-round pick, but the Warriors should do it. Warriors should trade a unprotected first-round pick for Michael Porter, honestly. The Milwaukee Bucks continue to seek help on the offensive end and shown interest in Jalen Green. The Hawks, Clippers, Timberwolves, and Mavericks have shown some interest in Kobe White, per Brett Siegel. The Warriors, they are willing to keep Jonathan Kuminga past the trading deadline. Most unserious front office I've ever seen. This better be freaking bait. The Minnesota Timberwolves are open to trading Rob Dillingham, per Jake L. Fisher. Zach LaVine reportedly tried to find his way to Atlanta, but the Kings shut it down. Trae Young has shown interest in potentially joining Brooklyn or Minnesota, but neither team has shown interest back. The Milwaukee Bucks have shown interest in Anthony Davis. The door's not closing the Warriors trading for Anthony Davis. Shit, might as well do it at this point. But yeah, that's all the NBA. But with baseball, we had a trade today, so first report came out at 12 o'clock. The Cubs are close to acquiring right-handed pitcher Edward Cabrera from the Marlins. And the trade just become official. The Cubs are acquiring Edward Cabrera from the Marlins in exchange for Owen Casey and 2 other hitting prospects. So the full trade is Edward Cabrera for Chicago. Miami gets Owen Casey, Christian Hernandez, and Edgardo De Leon. The Yankees could have traded for Edward Cabrera. I guess they decided not to, I guess. But this is part of Jeff Passan. This trade went down today. So let's move on here. The Cubs have claimed left-hand pitcher Ryan Rawson off waivers from the White Sox. The Royals have agreed to terms with free agent utility man Josh Rojas a minor league deal. The Mariners and first baseman / third baseman Patrick Wisdom agreed to a minor league deal. The White Sox have expressed interest in a free agent right-hander Griffin Canning. free agent right-hander Ryan Stank is generating interest from a number of teams, including most of the National League Central. I don't see how this dude's getting interest. He sucks. But yeah, the main MLB news was that trade. I know you can say, oh, why trade Owen Casey, but you have a surplus of outfield prospects in your win-now mentality. He unfortunately was going to be a bench piece. They just got back a two-starter if healthy, though, so really, it is what it is. It's like, you get a good two-starter. But the Marlins get some good prospects back, though, so we'll see how this trade goes. But yeah, that's all for baseball.